MULATSCHAG.
Hello, we're Rain Dyer from Finland and you're watching MULATSCHAG.
The only TV you'll need.
Ever.
MULATSCHAG.
Terve vaan kaikille, me ollaan Rain Diary ja te katsotte MULATSCHAG-ohjelmaa. Ainoa televisio-ohjelma, mitä tarvitsette.
Kyllä.
Have you ever been worried about your band name? Because when you add an A, it sounds like completely different.
All the time, but it's an inside joke for us now. So we use that quite often, and while on tour you might have some problems with your digestion, so it kind
Don't
of.
say that on television.
So not out loud. Not out loud.
You guys are from Tampere. What's so great about that city, your hometown? Or is there any?
It's so easygoing. It's so friendly. I love the atmosphere. And the people might be a bit grumpy there, but I like it.
And it's between like, two lakes, two beautiful lakes. It's a very beautiful city.
Yeah.
And there's the oldest still functioning public sauna in Finland, in Tampere. That's a cool place to go if you ever visit the Rajaportin sauna. You should totally check it out.
Yeah, and it's quite south, so you're not really out in the woods where the sun never sets and else.
Well, he's from that neighborhood, originally from the north side.
Yeah, I'm a north rider of north. But there's a forest everywhere in Finland, so you can't escape it, even if you wanted to. But who wants to? Who wants to escape? Forests are cool, make you feel calm.
We were talking earlier about Finnish ski jumpers. You still know Matti Nikkanen?
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Is he still alive or in jail or I don't know?
He's actually a musician these days.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's not talk about the quality, but apparently he puts a good show on. So
I actually saw him like 1 year ago at this karaoke bar. He was great.
Was he singing in his own tunes or?
I have no idea. He was music.
But he's a public figure in Finland. Everyone knows him, obviously. But nowadays, not because of the ski jumping.
Yeah, because Finnish ski jumpers suck for years now. Bad. Why is that? Is that discussed on television?
I think there's been discussions about it.
I would actually call it a national crisis.
Yeah.
And one of our best, well, probably the best ever ice hockey player come from Finland, Teemu Selänne, just proposed a reward system for personal, how you call this, like personal athletes. Because at the moment, at the current situation in Finland, team sports gathers around youth energy. So there's not really too many, ski jumpers there. All the best potential goes, ice hockey, basketball is rising in Finland, and football is always sexy. So, but I would say it's a national crisis.
Yeah. Because it always was, for decades. Speaking of Matti Nikkanen and Janne Ahonen,
Yeah. And who's the guy who won 2 gold medals in Albertville '92? Toni Nieminen. Yeah.
Nieminen, right?
Yeah. He was great. But he's a public figure too. But I think he's jos selostaa suomeksi.
Broadcast.
He's broadcasting some ski jumping competitions in Finland. Yeah. He's still around.
He's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was that baby face guy, I remember.
I think he was 16 years old in '92 when he won the Four Hills tournament. He won the World Cup. He won 2 gold medals and 1 bronze medal in the Olympics, and then just nothing.
He's actually a place where I'm from, Lahti, and I just remember our small 96,000 people town went just crazy. It's our hometown boy.
So you're from Lahti. When did you stop your ski jumping career?
Well, due to my height, I've always been in basketball. So
They couldn't find, skis that are long enough for him.
You have this one song, Berlin, which is about losing bad habits or trying to lose it. What's your concept? What's your recipe of getting rid of bad habits?
Well, I think if you chop the moment to a small enough piece, then you kind of realize that you don't have to worry about anything at this moment. So when people are afraid, that usually is something that it's in the future or even in the past. So it's very hard for people to actually live in the moment. But just letting go, learning how to let go of things. That's and that sounds easy. Just let go, man.
You've been to Berlin, but there's another German city that you've been to. Tell us about your experiences at the famous Reeperbahn in Hamburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the area is like really what's the word, lively, and like full of everything, like bubbling all the time. But actually, I think that the Reeperbahn, if you go like one road to each side, it's even more interesting, because actually in one of the kneipes near Reeperbahn, that's the place where we started the pre-production for our new album. And it was a magical place. There was these old flower curtains and like really small shady place.
Yeah.
And it was more interesting to me, at least.
Did you let her go out the building there?
Yeah. She can take care of herself. I think she's the toughest of the bunch.
Yeah.
Mother of the band.
Yeah. Wolf mother.
So she kept you guys within the building.
Yeah, she's the one
Well
who's.
spoken.
I was like teaching them in the ears, like, come on, guys.
Yeah. That's how it goes, really.
What's the weirdest or funniest present you guys got from fans?
Well, I think the greatest one we just got now when we went actually to Hamburg, we got these Hamburg team hoodies for the band.
Yeah,
And that was
so
just
nice.
spectacular. So I think just we're quite known for that we wear hoods quite often on the stage. So that was so spot on.
Yeah.
What other languages have you learned? Have you learned Russian in school because it's so close?
Swedish,
Actually.
yeah. It's the second official language in Finland, so it's mandatory for us to. But there's been a lot of talking about the people who live close to Russian border. That it would make more sense for them to study Russian. But and for example in Tampere, I've actually heard once anyone speak Swedish in Tampere.
I have never spoken Swedish with anyone, like in real life, because I don't need it.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful Swedish. It's a beautiful language, but I think because it's forced on us, then you.
Yeah, there's the stigma
Yeah.
for kids, especially,
Yeah.
and teenagers. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah.
Even though if you think Sweden, it's quite cool. So yeah, there's this contradiction.
How about Finnish? Locally, is there a big difference between North and South?
Just
Not too much.
yeah, some dialect things, but people can talk with each other, so you understand. There might be some words about concerning different dishes, for example, like lörtsy. Lörtsy. That's I can't even remember.
Yeah, they're
what
not
it is.
cursing at the moment. They're actually talking about the
That's
food.
food.
Yeah.
And some weird words, for example,
Supikas.
yeah, and for a tram, there's different words for it. Like spora, Yeah, this Sporain. They're just building a tram line to Tampere, and Tampere will be the second city in Finland to have a tram line. So there's a discussion going on at the moment that what should they call it, because obviously they can call it Spora because it's a Helsinki thing. Yeah.
Great.
MULATSCHAG.
Hello, we're Rain Dyer from Finland, and you're watching MULATSCHAG.
The only TV you'll need.
Eva.
MULATSCHAG.
Terve vaan kaikille, me ollaan Rain Diary ja te katsotte MULATSCHAG-ohjelmaa. Ainoa televisio-ohjelma, mitä tarvitsette.
Kyllä.
MULATSCHAG!